Hi ladies, it's Cheryl from Yoga Bellies here, and today I want to talk to you about 5 important ways that yoga can actually help you battle coronavirus stress and boost your immunity. So obviously the whole world is in panic mode at the moment surrounding COVID. We don't know a lot about it and it is affecting everyone in one way or another. Now, at times like this, our yoga practice is more important than ever. And I'm just going to explain why. So grab a cup of herbal tea and join me for the next 5 minutes while I just take you through my top 5 yogic tips for getting through this stress-free. So a couple of things that we can do to help us stay calm and boost our immune system at the same time, okay? So I'm just going to take you through some tips for these stressful times. Now, as we know, immunity is about how we live our lives on a day-to-day basis, all right? So it's simple changes that we can make. This is nothing exotic, it's just little things that we can do. Now, we all know that stress itself can wreak havoc with our immune systems, and we also know that yoga is a fantastic way to boost that. So let's start focusing on some de-stressing right now. I'm going to run through a couple of mindfulness, yogic and Ayurvedic practices. Now, these have all been proven time and time again to help relax the mind, the body, the nervous system. They're all, fantastic for times like this. And the lower your stress levels are, the higher your immunity levels are. It's a no-brainer really, guys, okay? So my first tip is to breathe. Daily pranayama, this is yogic breathing practices, are absolutely perfect for boosting your immunity in stressful times like this. You only have to spend 5 minutes a day. You can check out my full Yoga Bellies breath instructional video on Yoga Bellies TV on YouTube, okay? And this will just talk you through exactly how to do this. Now, it's a fantastically calming breath. It just helps calm that monkey worrying mind. It's going to bring relaxation to your body. It's going to mitigate stress, and it's also going to boost your immunity. By breathing deeply, our lungs are actually able to better clear out excess toxins as well, okay? And you can do this practice any time of day, or even just take a couple of seconds to stop what you're doing, become aware, and just breathe. Inhale, exhale, everything's going to be okay. The second thing I would say, if you're actually a yoga practitioner, try a yang-yin approach to your practice, okay? So if you're practicing yoga and you're feeling stressed or anxious, then a super strong practice itself can actually do more harm than good. Also, a focus on a fully restorative or yin practice, so a really slow practice, isn't going to be the most beneficial thing either. I recommend breaking your practice into 2 parts for de-stressing, okay? So begin with 15 to 30 minutes of your sun salutations, Surya Namaskara, or a stronger flowing practice, and that's going to burn off that excess energy, okay? But then, towards the end of your practice, transition to a more restorative, Luna, Yin selection of postures, okay? Now, this way, we can calm down our nervous systems, take it to a calmer place by structuring our yoga practice in this way. Now, this is the way we're structuring all our Yoga Bellies classes at the moment. We're starting with more dynamic postures and we're taking it down to some Yin and Luna practices as well, okay, in this time of heightened anxiety. And this is going to be extra therapeutic for you ladies. Now, remember, practicing any yoga itself boosts your immunity. So this is not the time to sack your yoga practice. It's something that you want to keep doing, even if you're only managing 10 minutes a day. Number 3, take stress relieving breaks throughout the day. Now, you may be at work, you may be self-isolating at home, but taking breaks is going to help balance your vata. Now, vata is one of the 3 doshas, this is energies in Ayurvedic medicine, so I don't want to baffle you with terminology, but according to Ayurveda, the doshas themselves actually govern the physiological activities of the human body, okay? Now Vata, that actually controls movements in the body. So things such as your blood flow, elimination, digestion, and your breathing as well, okay? And when that Vata gets out of balance, then you can find that you get anxious, you suffer from insomnia, you might lose weight, or you might suffer from things like heartburn and indigestion as well. So if you're feeling scattered and stressed, then make sure that you take a few minutes, ideally up to 20 minutes is the optimum time, for some simple mindfulness practices. Now this could be as simple as just stopping what you're doing and going for a walk, could be sitting quietly, listening to a meditation podcast, or doing some kind of Luna or restorative yoga, okay? This is especially helpful towards the end of your day, as this is going to help you sleep better as well. Do not skip Savasana when you're doing your yoga practice. Savasana or corpse pose allows your nervous system to completely reset. It's really important, guys. Number 4, have you tried herbal teas or supplements? So if you're looking for some additional natural ways to boost your immunity, you could try drinking Tulsi tea. Now, if you don't know what it is, Tulsi is an Ayurvedic herb which has been known for centuries as a stress, fever and headache reducer. It's also known to clear the lungs as well, perfect for coronavirus times. And you can keep this in your bag, you can carry it around. And when things like coronavirus take hold, obviously they create problematic respiratory conditions, which Tulsi may also be able to soothe, okay? So let's try everything, guys. Another option is taking Ayurvedic supplements. So if Tulsi isn't your cup of tea, you could try fighting your anxiety and boosting your immunity with taking the Ayurvedic super herb, which you've probably heard of as well, ashwagandha, which is said to help calm the nervous system and just relieve stress of all times. Now, turmeric is also a natural microbial, and is something most of us already have in our kitchen cupboard, okay? So it doesn't have to be costly. Try making yourself some simple turmeric tea, 1/3 of a cup of good raw honey, 2½ teaspoons of dried turmeric, and some lemon, and lots of freshly ground black pepper, okay? It's as simple as that, guys. Number 5, gargle warm salt water and use a neti pot. Now, if you don't know what a neti pot is, it's a tiny yoga teapot with a long nose, which I'm sure you've seen, a long spout. And what you do is you dissolve about 1/2 teaspoon of Himalayan sea salt and around 8 ounces of warm water, all right? And this is really non-negotiable if you're trying to prevent sickness. It's fantastic. Yogis use it all the time to breathe more easily, so it's perfect for respiratory illness. Also, germs and bacteria hang out in your nose and your throat about 24 hours before they dig into your bloodstream and affect your immunity, okay? But the salt is actually going to clear that out. So you can use these saltwater rinses as a preventative measure. It's fantastic to do these. I use it on a daily basis, but now is a fantastic time to start. So if you start to feel sick, start using this, or try a neti pot to clear out your sinuses, even if you don't have symptoms. Number 6, get plenty of sleep. A balanced circadian clock is directly linked to a strong immune system, according to Ayurveda. Now, what this means is you need to be going to bed at the right time and getting up at the right time. So aim to go to sleep 2 to 3 hours after sunset, and try to get up with the sun to help maintain this healthy circadian rhythm, all right? Another thing to help with insomnia is to try to disconnect from that blue light coming from your phone or your laptop before bed, okay? So just try switching on your night filter on your phone 24/7. This is something that I do. Another thing you can do is to, try avoiding big, heavy, late night meals, since they can be difficult to digest and can also lead to compromised immunity. Eat your dinner a little bit earlier if you can. Now, on top of these tips, be sure to follow your standard hygiene guidelines as provided by your local government, guys. Really important we all get involved, and make sure that your yoga class is following all of these hygiene standards. Now at Yoga Bellies, we have taken stringent measures to make sure that everyone in our class is safe and clean and well, all right? So we are double checking. We're taking temperatures of all clients and babies that come to class. And we are also doing extra extensive cleaning of all mats and equipment and the areas in which we're teaching, okay? So just being super vigilant after every session. Now we advise that at the moment you bring along your own blocks, straps and blankets and eye masks if you want to use those. And even your own yoga mat, you're welcome to bring that along if you want to do that too, okay? But be assured that we are fully on top of the situation, and that most importantly, hygiene for our yoga classes, making sure that you and your babies are healthy, happy and well are the most important thing to Yoga Bellies. If you have any other inquiries, please get in contact with your local Yoga Bellies teacher to see what measures they're taking to provide you a stress-free and healthy coronavirus experience. Namaste.